Hi, everyone. My name is Nicole Bowman, and I want to thank you so much for being a part of my YouTube channel and taking a moment to listen to my video on empaths. Before we get into the video, if you like this channel and you'd like to see more videos like this, please support by subscribing, liking the video. You can even comment. And also, if you find the video to be helpful, share it on your social media. Share it with a friend or family member who you feel might benefit from this. So let's jump right into it. Empaths. I'm a number of a number I'm a member rather of a number of empath communities online, and I've also been a member of development circles and worked in spiritual circles throughout the state of Florida where I currently reside. And I was led to talk about empaths and empathy today because I'm finding that in a lot of these groups, many people are stating that they're frustrated and overwhelmed, not only by their emotions, but by the emotions of other people. And they're having difficulty ascertaining and having a lot of difficulty identifying what emotions belong to them, what emotions belong to other people, and how to turn abilities up and down. And, this is a very, very valid concern. I hear it a lot. I experienced in my own life growing up. It took me quite a while to learn how to balance my own emotions and also understand when I was feeling and sensing the emotion of another person. But the beauty is there is light at the end of the tunnel, and what really has to happen is we have to up our energetic literacy. That's the thing. The first step is recognizing that we're an empath, which means we feel and sense the emotions of other people. We may feel and sense illnesses in people's bodies. We may feel and sense the parts of them that they're trying to hide. We may feel and sense their true intentions and true emotions. And it can be very confusing because the public persona or public image that a person or a group of people or an organization might present may be very different than what we as empaths feel and receive about them. So that part can be very confusing. I can definitely say as a little child, it was very, very frightening for me because I didn't understand what emotions and thoughts I was picking up. I didn't even know at that time that I was picking up other people's emotions and other people's thoughts and other people's perception of me and not my own. So I was very, very scared, and it kind of terrified me. And it wasn't until I got a little bit older and I began to read and I began to study and I began to look for books and information that explain my story, that I came to know, okay, what I'm experiencing is empathy. And what I'm also experiencing is telepathy, which is the ability to tap into the thoughts of other people, just as empathy allows you to tap into the emotions of other people. So once you recognize your gift and your strength, you definitely can begin to heal it. The other thing about empaths that I think is important to note, and I'm sharing this definition that I received from Rose Rosetree, who is a very well-known aura reader and spiritual teacher and energetic literacy specialist. She often says, and I wholeheartedly agree with her, that being an empath means that you also know what it's like to live life in that person's shoes. You also know what it's like to see life through that person's eyes. You know essentially what it's like to be that person, right? And so this is a very beautiful gift, but it's also a very overwhelming gift. The beauty of this gift is that it gives us a lot of compassion for people. And so for many of us, when we connect with somebody who, say, for example, they may be really combative, they may be really surly, they may appear on the outside to possibly be rude or mean or cruel or any of these things, we may have a little bit more compassion for them because we see the life experiences that got them to that point. We feel the life experiences that made them the person that they are today. And so we may treat them with a little bit more compassion because we know their history. We don't know how we know their history, but we know their history. The way that we know, though, is that we're connected to the universal consciousness. We're connected to Creator, Great Spirit, God, whatever words you want to use for that. And the universal consciousness is what allows us to tap into that empathy, to be able to feel what it's like to live life in that person's shoes, to be able to sense and feel the ailments in another person. But the other aspect of empathy and the other aspect of being an empath that is so important is that empaths are natural born healers, but we're not able to properly heal and move forward and help others if we don't recognize that it's not just about feeling or sensing the emotion of another person, it is also about asking ourselves the question, what is this emotion trying to tell me? If we connect in and we sense that we feel a physical ailment that's not ours, or maybe it's an illness or a sickness that belongs to someone else, we have to begin to ask the question, what is this physical ailment? What is this sickness trying to tell me? What is it trying to teach me? And we have to wait for the answer. And this is the thing, as you put that answer out there to the universal consciousness, you will get an answer back. A person's face might pop into your head. And that might be a sign to say, well, you're feeling the stomach ache because this person over here, they've been having a lot of problems with their family and everything, and they feel really insecure and it's just eating at them. And so their stomach hurts, or if you begin to feel a wave of happiness or a wave of sadness or just a wave of beautiful expectation of something, you might find a few days later that someone's going to have a baby. You might find a few days later that someone you know and care about just got a great job. So that's the beauty in this gift, is that it allows us to help others and it allows us to help people heal. One of the things I can say as a professional psychic, medium, and intuitive is that healing needs a witness. And what I mean by that is if we're sitting down and doing healing work on someone, we first need to witness the affliction. So we witness the affliction or the issue. We sit with the person. And then as we move through the healing process, we witness the affliction leaving. And that's why you're feeling sensations in your body. That's why you're feeling these waves of emotion, because they're basically telling you what's wrong. They're telling you what's broken. They're telling you what needs to be fixed. And once you get that message, oh, that's what needs to be fixed. Okay, well, I don't need that feeling or emotion anymore, creator. You don't have to make me feel that. Let's get to the business of helping this person heal. And what you'll notice is if you switch that dialogue in your head, if you just switch it, and you stop going from, oh my gosh, my stomach hurts so badly, to what is the stomach ache trying to tell me? Oh, it's trying to tell me that there's a problem with my sister. What can I do to help my sister? I don't need the cessation anymore. I just want to help her. And then you sit and you listen and you wait for the answer. And sometimes the answer comes immediately, and sometimes the answer can take days, or it can take weeks, or it can take months. It really all depends. But that is really how you switch it right away. The other thing that I would also say is, and I'm actually going to create a grounding meditation to help people with this, but I won't be doing that today. But the other thing that I also want to say is, this is why it is so important to do a seated meditation where you ground and you put your energy into the earth and you shoot it down into the earth and shoot it back up again. The reason why this is so important is because it helps you to understand what your personal energy signature feels like. And when you know what your personal energy signature feels like, then you're not suddenly overwhelmed and bombarded by other people's stuff. If you're at peace by yourself and you suddenly feel a wave of sadness or a wave of terror, the other thing you can also say is it for my best and highest good to tap into what's going on with this feeling? And if you get the sense that it's not, then you can say, Creator, I no longer want to feel this. Send this away. Only give me sensations that I can do something about. Only send me sensations so that I may be of service to other people. Only send me sensations in such a way that is for the best and highest good of all and does no harm to me or other people. So if you begin to have this conscious prayer and this constant intention setting about how and when you want to receive energy and information, you will find that you won't be bombarded by people's energy. And you won't be bombarded because you've drawn a line and you've set a boundary. And you've said, if I can't be of service, if it's not for the best and highest good of all that I receive this information and do something about it, I don't need it. Send it away, send it back to the person, allow them to heal in their own space and time sequence, and no harm come to them. And it really is that easy, but it does take practice. And that's the thing about it that can get really, really tedious, is that you do have to be more conscious of your thoughts, more conscious of your emotions, and more conscious of what's coming into you and what is truly yours. And, that works through meditation and through prayer and through a constant dialogue with your spiritual guides and teachers, through a constant dialogue with the divine, through a constant dialogue with yourself. As you get centered and quiet within yourself, you'll begin to know what's yours and what's not. It is a myth that we can't block out other people's energy. We can. We can draw a line, we can draw a boundary. Now, because we're sensitive, there may be a part of us that may feel some of it. I mean, that's a part of our empathy. But we don't have to feel everything, and we don't have to take everything in, nor should we. So if that is what you're going through, I hope that those techniques help you. I will be coming back with a grounding meditation that works really, really well. It'll help you to center and get into your own energy. And I'm wishing you guys the best. So have a fabulous week and have a fabulous month. And do check back for more videos soon. Like, share, subscribe, live your light. Take care, guys.